Check, check, check. Yo, Breaking Wreckords Radio here. Another episode of Rap Nerds, second episode. And I got two special co-hosts with me today. We're bringing the two radio worlds together. We got my man from 6 Degrees Radio, DJ Slam.
Hey,
Lucchini Gold Bands couldn't make it today. But
you got Slambini, aka
Slam.
Lava Arms, aka Good Fresh. And we got Free Throw Jimmy,
aka Luminary Biscuits. You know what I mean? But and we also got my brother Alex here, Breaking Wreckords Radio family. You guys already know who he is.
Hello. Good to be back.
And we got a very, very, very special guest with me right now. We got Illa G in the place to be. Hey. How's it going, my man?
I'm all right. Slap hosey bacon.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. So before we get things started, one thing I want to do is there's a record I want to play. And we're gonna vibe out to it for a second, and once we turn it off, I just want any memory or whatever it triggers in your mind makes you think about or anything. We'll talk about it for a sec before we really get into this. All right?
Yeah.
Every story,
Right. I know this joint. I know it is a diss record, and if that's something that doesn't need to be discussed anymore, that's fine. But the reason I chose that record specifically, it wasn't to talk about anything controversial. It was because that was our fucking jam in high school, dog. When that shit came out, dog, we used to play that shit like 80 times a night, house parties, everything. I remember like all the bitches we used to chill with, they always be like, yo, throw on that Dragon on My Mind joint. Like they love that joint. And so it's one of those records. A lot of hip hop heads I talk to don't even like when I bring that one up. They like don't even know what I'm talking about. But I wanted to bring it up to you. Just like, is there any memories aside from the other shit? Like even making that record, anything that comes to mind? Like when you hear that shit.
I mean, it's funny because I never knew how far that song went. I mean, we just did it at the spur of the moment.
Yeah.
Because I was actually supposed to meet P. At a studio on 25th Street. And I got there early. No, in fact, I was there for something else. And I got there early. I was supposed to meet my people there. And this was at the same studio where, what's his name? Pretty much the guy that set up Tupac. He had a studio down there.
Haitian Jack?
Not Haitian Jack. Anyway, he locked up. I forgot his name right now. But I was supposed to meet my people there. And then they was like, yo, why so-and-so dissing UNP on there? I was like, huh? He's like, yeah, it just dropped on K-Slay. I was like, really? And he played it. And I called P, and I was like, do you know niggas is dissing us? He was like, I ain't know that. I was like, yeah. He's like, where you at? I'm like, I'm on 25th Street. He's like, I'm coming down there right now. And we went down there, and they happened to have a studio there. He was like, what you on? We was like, let's do it over the Jay-Z, this whole, the sneaker shit.
Yeah.
And we just did it. We wrote it right then and there. It was like, whatever.
Crazy.
Damn.
Crazy.
You know
Man.
how long it took, like start to finish?
I don't know. It wasn't too long because I really didn't want to. I wasn't going to go in because the individuals, they can't rhyme to me. So I'm like, I'm not going all out.
You're not putting 100% into it.
No.
Yeah, because I don't even know if you say homie's name on the joint.
I don't because I didn't need to.
Yeah, but when Big Mike put it out, because that's what I had it on, the Big Mike joint,
Yeah.
right? What were those tapes he used to do? The beef tapes. I can't remember what they were called. Street Wars. Yeah, I think it's Street Wars Volume 4 or something. But yeah, that's what I had it on. And yo, we used to bang the shit out of that joint. That was our favorite joint on the album. We loved that shit.
That's crazy.
We love that shit.
That is crazy. I forgot all about that thing.
Dog, like...
About that.
Yo, one of the first girls I was ever intimate with, she'd be like, yo, throw that drink. And she'd be like, yo,
that's
girls
amazing.
are moving to that thing, bro,
All right.
You guys.
We need to find these same
That's
women.
a hard-ass record.
We need
hard-ass record.
We need to find these same women. 'Cause I could talk much worse than that if that's what they like.
No, but that shit to me is a classic. So as soon as I knew that I'd have you up here, I'm like, yo, I gotta play that joint. I doubt anybody asked me about Dragon on My Mind, But that joint with Prodigy too, like that mixtape, was that something you guys had already been working on prior to that, or
yeah, we were supposed to. He was gonna do it, but then they had a project coming up, And he didn't want it to sit there, so he was like, yo, son, just, if you want it, take it and put it out. And I was like, sure.
No shit.
Yeah, I changed it. I know for when we was doing it, when he was going to put it out, it was something else. So I just changed it to closed session.
Yeah.
And just put it out as it was.
Crazy.
All the songs we did, rhyming over other people beats, so.
And like time frame for that too, right? Because I mean, back then, this is before the internet, right? And I mean, us being in Southern Ontario, we get shit later than New York had it. You guys, it's fresh, right? When by the time it made its way over to us, it was kind of like, a year is the only thing you might have on a project, but aside from that, you don't know what era of the year, right? Yeah. Did the Hold You Down shit with Alchemist? Did you guys do that before you guys started working on the closed sessions, or was that kind of after?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't even remember. It had to be after.
Yeah.
Because I know with that, I just came home from jail. We pretty much did that.
With the closed sessions?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was still, not too long home.
That was so that was the stuff you guys made when you first re-linked up.
Yeah.
Crazy. And the Hold You Down joint, too. I mean, I'm sure everybody asked about that, but how did that whole thing come together, too? I guess just through P and Alchemist relationship.
Yeah, it was P called me one day and was like, yo, we recording at Al crib, come through. And I came through, and they was working on that. And I just say, let me rhyme on it. They was like, yeah, go ahead. And we did it for a DVD at first.
Really?
Yeah, it's for the infamous Allegiance DVD.
No shit.
Because I've not really paying attention. My verse is much longer. It's like 20-something bars.
Oh, word. Yeah.
And they cut it down to 12. And, they got Nina Sky on it.
I was going to say, because there's a version out without Nina Sky.
Yeah, that was the DVD version.
I like that. Yeah, that version's way harder. I mean, the Nina Sky's cool, but that version's hard, though.
The Nina Sky version got us on the radio. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that's a huge record, man. That's a classic, too.
Yeah.
And First Infantry, that album, man, Alchemist come out with that for his first... that is his first project, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
At least first, major label release.
Yeah, compilation project that he had
production
his
on
name
that
on,
shit, bro, is mind-blowing. Even up to current Alchemist standards, I think the production on First Infantry stands up. The quality of that production is absolutely insane on that album, man. To be a part of an album like that is a pretty amazing thing, eh?
Yeah.
And the relationship with Prodigy and Mobb Deep, that goes back to high school?
Yep.
Yeah.
Art and design.
Crazy. Yeah, because I heard you on Doggy Diamonds talking about it, and salute Doggy Diamonds as well, too. And you used to watch Prodigy and Havoc battling each other.
No, P came a little later.
Oh, okay.
I met Prodigy because I was going to rob him. It was a different time back then, and P came to school with a bunch of jewelry on one day, and for Brooklyn guys like myself, it was we thought different, right? You know what I'm saying? At least it's when you wear jewelry like that, for many other people, it was for the culture.
Yeah.
For us, you had to earn to wear stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's oh, you haven't done it. You haven't had fights and all that. I was like, oh, he's going to get got. But then my boy, Terrence got cool with him. My boy Terrence actually made Unsigned Hype. Shouts to him. He was Dr. Seuss. He made Unsigned Hype. He got cool with P. And he was like, nah, son, cool. And I was like, word. And after that, we just got real cool. He became my brother after that.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. And I know that the history with Mobb Deep goes back to you were initially actually on Up North trip.
Right.
Crazy. And does that demo floating around at all, or is that
I mean, it's when everything was transferring from tape to CD. So I was on Up North trip, then I went to jail.
Yeah.
And then everything transferred to tape to CD, and they, pretty much took it off and just took my verse off it.
They didn't release a 2.0 or a remix version with it on?
Mm-mm.
Do you still remember your verse for that?
No. Metaphors attack immune system like AIDS sores. Man, I'm taking money while you take a loss in the game. You can't plan for today. I can't remember the whole thing.
Yo, that's just cool.
I was very, very, very deep in the street at that time when I wrote that.
And then you got out after that and actually made it on the second album for Can't Get Enough of It, right?
Yeah. I was actually on Can't Get Enough of It and Extortion.
No. With Method, or did they replace?
No, they took my verse off and put Method on there.
What?
I put the version of me on it on YouTube.
Oh, that's
Yo,
dope.
so okay, so we can peep that.
So we're gonna play that on the show.
Yeah. Play that next
we'll
week.
play that on the show.
We'll edit it ourselves.
Yeah.
Play that next week, 100%. Yeah. And we'll use this segment on
100%.
Because it's going to be on a couple different radio shows.
Yeah.
So for that one's FM, we got to have clean.
Yeah,
We'll
find it.
specifically
We'll edit
use
it.
that,
We'll make
that
it
cut
work.
for that. That's fire. That's crazy. Extortion's a big record, too.
The Up North Trip's a huge record.
Well, the Up North Trip is like...
It means a lot to me. I'm writing a book on Canadian hip hop, and the tentative title of the book is The Up North Trip.
Oh, wow.
And I've been working on that for a handful of years.
Oh man, I had no idea. That's wild.
Check your consent form. It says The Up North
That's what you did an interview for.
Well, yeah, this is like 5 years ago, so I don't remember everything.
I know. That's how I met Alex.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
did an interview for his book. That's... Yeah, no, that's crazy, man. Up North Trip. Oh, I wish I could hear that. There's just the 2.5 bars you spit. That beginning is nuts.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of it now. It's just
I wonder if anybody
can't-
has a copy of that.
I heard it online. I heard it on
Oh,
YouTube.
okay.
I think somebody put it up on
Okay,
YouTube.
so we can find that.
Yeah, I think
Someone
somebody.
probably kept a demo from like the
Yeah,
studio.
somebody has it up there. So, what's the name?
Yeah, there's those early
Because they
Mobb Deep
put
records. Yeah.
for the fact of that, because in that rhyme I said General G.
Yeah.
And my name was still Illa G back then, but just because I said General G then General G on Hell on Earth, it was just like they put General G. I was like, yo, and I even say Illa's the name, two guns that look the same.
Yeah.
But no one heard that. No one heard that.
And then, so after Hell on Earth, because I believe you said that. So on Doggy Diamonds, at least, you said you did that record, and the next day ended up getting locked up again. But was that the day after you guys did the record, or the day after the album came out?
No, I was already locked up. The album came out a day after my birthday. It came out November 19th.
Okay.
I never forget that. I ain't get sentenced yet. And I was like, oh shit, it really came. Like, they kept it on there. Because, people don't know. Sometimes you do songs, but you never know if it's going to make the album or not.
Yep.
Oh, did you even hear the final version?
No.
Like, you didn't even hear
really?
it until you came out, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, because I did, what's the name? I did Extortion. I feel like I caught a body on Extortion.
Oh,
Extortion, I love that. Let me school you. This is my world. Loving the girl is called devotion. And if I walk around, they call it poetry in motion. If a bomb goes off, it's an explosion. And one dead body is considered frozen. I put your crew in extinction. I'm linked with sin, change of lesbian thoughts, a king of thinking. A black mink distinction, a charge beater. Massage him on Mobb Deeper. Yeah, I love that. That version was a body.
Yo!
Wait, so did someone at least call you while you were in there and then like play it through the phone?
No.
Nothing,
No.
really?
All I know, one day I called after I got sentenced and moved. I called either my house or I forgot who I called. And my boy was like, yo, they're playing your verse from Can't Get Enough of It. And people are going crazy over your verse. Everybody, he's like, yo, I'm so happy for you. I was like, nigga, what are you happy for me for? I'm in jail. I'm not gonna do nothing. There's nothing gonna happen.
Yeah.
And they was just like, yo, it was crazy. Like, it was on mad mixtapes and all that. I never heard and seen none of it.
Did you have an expectation while you were away that there was opportunities for you when you came out? Or did you have no idea?
I knew to take it more serious.
Okay.
Like, I was more caught up in the street. Like, people don't understand. I don't really get into how, I was very, very, I could just say I was very deep in the street at that time.
And you had an idea to remove yourself from that environment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Had to. Because, it's just going to get, one of the jewels I learned about street life is like, the second bid hurts the worst. Why? Because you know better. And I didn't want to have that feeling of, I'm back here again. Like, you feel like an idiot. So I believe that it was just like, time to change.
And then when you got it, that was 02 and Prodigy immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That first night home, they grabbed me. They had a show in the Bronx with Fat Joe.
Oh,
that's
man.
dope. That's dope, though.
So he just so happened to call, and I just got there, and my brother said, "Your boy home." He was like, "Stop playing with me." He's like, "Nah, he's right here." And he gave me the phone. He was like, "Yo, I'm coming to get you right now."
Oh man, you must have been like on top of the world. Like you just got out.
Yeah,
and you get to go to your
it was
Snoop
just, I was
show.
just like, yo, this is crazy. They had just dropped Infamy.
Infamy, yeah.
Infamy.
And Fat Joe just dropped. I remember you saying in an interview, my lifestyle was ringing off at that same time too. Yeah, crazy. And then you go right out and do a show right with.
Well,
Peep.
I didn't do the show.
Okay,
I
you
was
just
just
went out
there.
to it.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was just there.
But still, like it doesn't matter, man. Like,
Yeah.
you just got out. You're like, I get to be out and I get to be like backstage and doing all this cool
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
And it's a different vibe than when when you first went in, and it's like, Hell on Earth, yeah, Shook Ones is ringing off, Survival, but it's like Mobb Deep's a different animal at that point.
Yeah.
Right?
Kind of read everybody allowed to feel that a lot of the dudes felt like Hell on Earth was more classic than Infamous. I personally feel the Infamous is better than.
The Infamous is my favorite record of all
Yeah.
time.
Me and him
I
have
mean-
actually debated this.
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah,
on
I think-
Earth is personally one of my favorite albums. I mean, the Infamous is too, but Hell on Earth, it holds it. Once again, that same era when we were ringing off the Dragon on my mind. Hell on Earth, I went and bought that one day because I'm a little bit younger, right? So like '96, I was 6 years old. So I went and bought Hell on Earth around that same time, and that once again, that and the closed session mixtapes and that stuff is what we were ringing off. Like my whole
I understand
Mid-high
why
school.
people. I understand why
Hell on
people would
Earth,
fuck with
man.
Hell on Earth more.
extortion.
There's an essence.
Apostles warning.
There's an essence to the Infamous that I feel like is just so pure.
It is,
and
is.
it's not that the Hell on Earth
No,
and
no.
murder music doesn't have an essence, but it's not the same essence.
No,
as
Infamous
the
has. I
Infamous.
agree with you 100%. It has that pure element. It's just there's a nostalgic feeling that what I mean. Hell on Earth has with me that I can't.
Separate.
Infamous has that for records, but like that album like reminds me of times of my life. You know what I mean? Certain nights I can smell the ecstasy in the air when I listen. You know what I mean? Like there's like specific triggers and mental things that album brings. So it's like it's a nostalgia thing. But as well too, while we're on it, because I do want to move it forward and actually talk about Illa G. But one thing I'm just curious too is like because I know you're kind of in and out during the process of the Infamous, but like were you there present when they did records like Shook Ones and stuff? Like were you around in the studio at all, anything like that? Like is there any memories
Yeah.
aside from up
yeah.
north trip that you have of the
The,
making?
like the Infamous, I was around a lot of the songs they made. I remember just the studio sessions just was crazy.
Were you ever there at any of the sessions like Q-Tip was present at?
No.
No.
Did you have an idea that what was being made was
No, like
that
I was
special?
certain things like I'd be around, but I was more concerned with money and other things that was going on in the street.
Sure.
So I was just like, yeah, I'll be around for a minute and I'll break out and
Yeah.
just call me when the show's about to happen.
But they probably didn't even know what they really had
Well,
on
you're
their
also
hands.
hearing
like
like the
it's
raw versions, right? Like you can't even tell what a track sounds like really in the studio. You it's like that's a dope verse, but
Well,
Is it
Shook
gonna be
Ones almost didn't exist.
oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because was it Havoc or P that didn't like the beat? One of them.
Havoc didn't like the beat.
Yeah.
Havoc had his finger on a button about to erase it. Twin grabbed his wrist.
No way.
Oh, that would have changed everything.
Yeah.
That would change the trajectory of hip hop music.
Yeah.
Not just everything, not just Mobb Deep.
That's what I mean.
Hip
It just would have
hop
changed everything.
Music.
Yeah.
There's people that probably wouldn't have ended up hospitalized at the tunnel if that button would have got pushed.
You know how many people wouldn't have had a bone through their like a nose bone through their
Talk about a hip hop quotable, man. Jesus.
Yeah, I
man.
seen one time they couldn't get past to all the killers and $100 bills.
Oh yeah.
They had to do it 4 times before.
way.
Actually, what's the name?
Damn.
Because they did a show with Karis One and Channel Live.
Is this around like the Madism days?
Yeah, I just like Group Home Superstar, Madism, Infamous was like really on the airwaves of New York. So they had a show. What's the name went first? Mobb Deep went.
What kind of size venue was this too? Was it like
It was
little...
a decent, like 1,500, 2,000 crowd.
Okay.
Sheesh.
Wow.
And it just when they did Shook Ones, like once they heard the everybody lost their shit. People's like, yeah, to all the killers and the $100 billers. The crowd would go so crazy they cut it off. And they were just like, yo. It was like, chill out, calm down. And they did it again. Oh, yeah, and they went crazy again. It was like, yo, stop. The third time, somebody got fucked up on the right. I just remember in that area, like the right side of the stage, someone got their ass whipped. And I was just like, wow, I need to make a song like this where somebody get their ass whipped. Then after that, they cleared it up, and they did it again. I was like, damn, that's amazing.
That's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
Just to be able to experience like the essence and vibe of hip hop at that time, you know, like being younger and looking back and trying to experience it through like records and stories and talking to people like yourself and stuff is one thing, but
it's an iconic moment.
Yeah,
it
like
really
to have been able to be there and witness some of this stuff, it's just like, you know.
Is there like a specific song you can think of that you wrote after that you think was like captured that?
Hell no.
No?
No. Because I used to write all the time. But no, I don't think I.
Okay.
Nothing to ever match that energy exactly.
No.
Man. And then so, you know, to move it forward as well too, let's talk about Illa G, the man himself, you know. But rest in peace Prodigy as well.
Yeah.
Rest in peace P. One of the most gifted writers in hip hop history, in my opinion. I think one of the best verse starters of all time. And like people like Method Man will always say, you know, the hardest part is starting your verse because that's where you either grab or lose the attention, right? And Prodigy, out of any rapper I can think of, actually, I think probably has the most amount of dope verse startings. You know what I mean? Think about how many Prodigy verses you could think of where you're like, yo, that first line just like it immediately grabs your attention. You know what I mean?
He's a dope writer. He also wrote like the most entertaining rap autobiography I think ever.
P's book is crazy.
Like it's just wild stories over and over and over.
And
again.
actually did the narration himself. And
oh man,
that's wild. That's wild, man. Rest in peace, P, man. So another artist, actually, you know, unfortunately, untimely passing as well. Another one of the probably most entertaining MCs of all time, but you were very close with and had an album with. But rest in peace, Sean Price as well too.
Yeah.
And what was your and Sean Price's relationship? Does that go back to like just days in Brooklyn and stuff, or is that more after? No,
it was after I came home from jail.
Really, eh?
I seen it like pretty much started. I seen an interview. Somebody said that me and Sean Price had similar styles. I personally don't think so. So, you know, I knew people he knew, and plus we used to go to the same studio. So when I finally seen him, I was like, yo, let's do a song together. People say we got the similar styles. He was like, all right, let's do it. And also at the same time, we had a mutual friend in D.C., shout outs to JD, Team Demo. And JD used to tell me, like, yo, you know, he used to tell Sean, like, yo, you should fuck with Illa. And he was like, you know, Sean at first didn't like me at first, was like, who, to hold you down, nigga? I don't think I'm going to like him. His face looked like it's on all the time. So he was like, nah, Illa's not like that. Son ain't, you know, son is, you know, not in the street. Like, he's not like that no more. And then we finally did it. And, you know, we just, you know, it wasn't no... We finally did the song, which was Price to Be Illa. It's the first song we did together. And just slowly, we just got real cool.
Yeah.
You know, we just started rhyming with each other. Go in the studio.
So what didn't start off as an idea to do an EP or nothing, it kind of just naturally, organically built.
No, Sean don't like. He was like, let's just record.
Yeah.
That's how his thing was like, let's record. Then after we record a whole bunch of songs, how many songs we got? All right, let's put it together. You know, he don't like to title nothing or whatever. Actually, as a joke to like rock music, we was gonna name ourselves Dead Squirrel.
What's the joke to rock music? You gotta fill me in.
You listen to rock band, like the name of the groups.
Yeah.
like Hoobastank and
Okay.
you know what I'm
Talking
saying,
Heads.
Talking
Yeah,
Heads.
nah,
And,
yeah.
so for the fact that we was gonna name ourselves Dead Squirrel.
Okay.
Yo, that would have been hilarious though, man. And it's funny too, because even what you say, like, I agree. I don't think you guys have similar styles, but I think you guys are very unapologetically real and authentic. You know what I mean? And I think that would be the similarity. Like, I don't think you guys rap alike, but you guys complement each other fucking perfectly. You know what I mean? And the fact you guys don't rap alike actually makes that compliment perfect. Because if you guys rap the same, then it wouldn't.
Right.
You know what I mean? So actually, you know, when I seen that you guys had an album coming up, I'm like, yo, this is gonna be fucking nuts. And that shit is fucking nuts.
You know, the whole basis of Metal Detectors was my raps is better than yours.
Yeah.
Because we'll call each other almost every day and be like, listen to this. Da, 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 da. I'm nicer than you.
Yo, I was gonna say like that's where I could see you guys matching is just like the attitude and you know what I mean, that kind of thing.
Did you feel that you had to be more funny off that record? Because Sean Price is like a comical
No.
cat.
My thought was Sean has to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
That my thought process when I rhyme with people is somebody has to go, and
That's
it's not
dope.
going to be me.
It's like battle mentality. That's
Yeah.
dope. Yeah.
I love that, man. I love that. And did it before Sean passed as well too? Like, did you guys have other records in the mix that?
Nah, we was going to do something else because a lot of songs we did went to Songs in the Key of Price.
Yeah.
And then when we came out with Metal Detectors, I actually wasn't going to put Metal Detectors out. His wife told me that she was like, I was going to just keep it in the stash.
Really?
Either that or give it away for free. And she was like, no, I know he wanted to do a project with you.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, we do it. I'll let it go.
Oh man, salute to Bernadette.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, actually, you know what? I feel like I should be asking everybody this, but like when you were working on those projects, how many things like did you put away? Like how many ones didn't make it?
Sean never.
Oh, you used all of them?
Never held music.
Oh, okay, cool. Wasn't sure if you just like dumpstered a couple of them. or,
Yeah,
like, put them
because
aside.
like I said, a lot of stuff we did was on Songs in the Key of Price. We almost did. That's why the cover is purple. Because in our joke, it was like he was Raekwon and I was Ghost.
Ah.
Okay.
Ah, purple tape shit.
Yeah.
And I want to ask too, and I mean, I can cut this out if this is not something I want to speak on. But when you had your shirt up, yeah. So you DSEP.
Honorary DSEP.
Honorary DSEP.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm really not DSEP, but Sean was DSEP. This was Sean.
And I see the price on it now. I didn't
Yeah.
see that previous.
And this is the Prodigy.
For
one.
P.
Oh, that's dope.
Oh man, that it's blessed to be able to work with two such prolific artists. But I mean, both of them lost way too soon in hip hop, man.
Yeah.
A tragedy, and both, like I said, two of, in my personal opinion, the most entertaining and two of my favorite rappers, top 20, both of them, and I mean probably even top 12, but you know that your numbers change every single day, right? Actually, who's Illa G's top 5
Well,
without personal relationships, like just like
no,
who's-
not even personal
yeah.
relationship. Like,
It doesn't even have to be in order too.
no.
Yeah, no order.
Nah, my favorite rapper of all time is Coogee Rap. If you
Yeah.
know what
dope.
it is. So it's always going to be
Always
G-Rap.
G-Rap.
I gotta say, definitely because of, I guess it is because of the relationship and how we influence each other. It has to be Prodigy and Sean.
Yeah.
And I mean, I past that, I really can't help you. It's a lot of people, and then at certain times, because I'm definitely into arrogant rappers.
Yeah.
The more arrogant you are, the more it sounds like a genuine arrogance. I kind of fuck with you, but a lot of people lose it. Just what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's just me.
I'm-
I'm an MC person first.
And that's why I think you and Sean exactly that complement each other. It's
Exactly.
that perfect arrogance to your styles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even Prodigy had that arrogance too, though. You know, he did.
A
100%.
lot of rappers do.
No, but there's a different level of it. Like,
No,
even
you're right.
When
You're
I was
right.
saying like the authentic thing between their complementary like styles, how they're different, but that's kind of what it is. There's a certain like authentic arrogance, and then there's like rappers that have the like
Well, I was gonna say like
try
there's
to sell you an arrogance.
There's rappers that you can tell actually like mean it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Well,
There's people
exactly.
that like say that kind of shit, and you're like, but you know that they don't mean it. Like you
Bumpy
can tell
Knuckles
that they're
has a
like,
real arrogance to him. You know what I mean?
I don't get that from Bumpy.
Nah.
I really don't. Not like how me and Sean used to talk to each other. Like we used to be like, because I remember he told me a story. Like they had like this is when Eclipse. Shout out to Eclipse. This when
shout out
Eclipse and
Eclipse.
them was on NYU radio, and they had like a bunch of MCs come through at the end of the year or whatever, and I was going downstairs, and Sean was coming upstairs, and he was like, "Peace, I'm the best rapper alive." So he said, I remember saying that to you, and you had the face like, are you fucking kidding me? And it was just, and I was like, damn, I know he telling the truth, because I remember like, who the fuck do you think you are? I will kill you.
jokes. That's so jokes.
Just to introduce yourself that way is hilarious.
I love that, man. And that's the arrogance and the confidence every MC should have. You know what I mean? Real talk. But so speaking of like, what does Illa G have coming up on the plate currently?
Currently, well, a couple months ago, I dropped Dinner Malt Liquor, which was an EP. Everybody go to illag.net. It's my website. Get the music, get the merch. That's it. Before that was Vocabulary Hercules. But now what I'm working on now, I'm working on a project. My next project is going to be called Psychedelic Contraband.
I like that title.
And I'm also working on something with Crisis.
Whoa.
I'm
Ninth
going to
Wonder's
do an
crew,
EP
yeah.
with Crisis. And I'm doing an EP or a full project with Planet Asia.
That's dope.
Yo!
Planet Asia's so busy. I talk to a lot of cats, and everyone
Yeah, but
has
Planet
shit.
Asia
Planet
is
Asia, man.
nice. And you
Oh,
and
it's so
Planet
nice.
Asia would complement each other's styles fucking phenomenally.
Yeah,
on
so
project.
online. So that happened because people asked me who was my, what was my people that I respect lyrically.
Oh, that's dope. So it came together from like suggestions, and then
No,
you-
I know. I just told people, but my thing is this: anybody that I respect has to go.
Yeah.
So I just named everybody that. Yeah, if I do a song with you, just understand, you gotta go.
yeah.
So I named people. I named Royce the 5'9". I named Black Thought. I named Planet Asia. I named Foul Munch. I named G-Rap. I named Kane. I named Ray and Ghost. And I was just like, just letting y'all know, I respect you lyrically, but if we happen to do a song together, you niggas gotta go.
That's dope.
Like, you're gonna go.
That's
And
dope.
Planet Asia was like, I fucking love you for this.
That's so sick. That's so sick.
And he's like, yo, let's do something. I was like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we started. You know what I'm saying? He's a little busy or whatever. So, me and Crisis got about 6 or 7 songs
So
done.
Crisis is producing it, I assume.
No, Crisis producing them. It's just me and Crisis doing the whole.
Oh yeah, these are two different things.
2 different
Okay,
things,
okay,
2
okay.
different
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
projects, yeah. And then the other project that I'm doing, Psychedelic Contraband, is.
Gotcha.
That's dope.
Oh man, I'm excited to hear all these. I love the title, Psychedelic Contraband. What's the meaning behind that title?
Just being on a different level mentally and dangerous. Like the stuff that I'm saying, because how I feel, sadly enough, I haven't been rhyming the way I want to rhyme.
Okay.
Because if I rhyme the way I want to rhyme, people are not going to get it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm terrible. Jail fucked me up. I got terribly caught up in symbolisms.
Yep.
And, I started listening to alternative rock.
Real.
So,
What's some of your favorite alternative rock groups?
Third Eye Blind.
Yo, dog. Third Eye Blind is legit.
Maloney's standing right now.
No, it's one of my favorite groups all the time. I went and seen them do their debut album, 20th anniversary. Dog. That's crazy.
Maloney's crying right now. Maloney's got tears coming out of his eyes right now.
Blind.
Jumper is crazy. That's like my favorite.
I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. Come on, man.
So paying attention to alternative rock, I learned how they attack subjects.
Yep.
So I was like, oh shit. Well, maybe I should do that, like hip hop lyrically.
Yep.
So we counter with the symbolisms. Like, all right now, if I said, two snakes on a wand in a squared circle, water could hurt you, but fire must stand vertical. You're not gonna understand what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah,
this is how I really want to rhyme.
Sack that for fucking decades.
Yeah, it actually means two snakes on a wand in a square circle. Well, the snakes on the wand is the healing symbol. If you look on medicine, the snakes on two snakes wrapped around a wand, it means healing.
Yeah.
The squared circle is Earth, because if you take a square, it's like 4 90-degree angles.
Yep.
4 times 9 is 36, which is 360. So we need to heal the Earth.
Oh yeah.
So two snakes on a wand in a square circle means healing the Earth. Water can hurt you. I forgot what like tribe or something. Water is a metaphor for women. Plus water at the same time, water is actually a solid. Yeah. And if you hit water wrong, it can hurt you. If it can
kill you too.
Water can hurt you. And what's the name? Fire is man. And fire burns upward. So, but as men, we must stand up. You know what I'm saying? So we need to heal the earth.
Dog.
Be careful because women can hurt you, but as men, we need to stand up. So that's what that just 2 bars meant.
That's dope. That's crazy.
Yo, and this is what the psychedelic contraband. This.
I'm pretty much going around. Yeah, I just recently told someone, I was like, yo, I'm sick of not rhyme because Prodigy is the one, bless his soul, is telling me, it's like, yo, you're going to have to dumb it down.
Really?
He was like, yo, I understand what you're saying. No one else is going to get what you're saying.
But why not just get weird on like one project though?
Huh?
Just get weird
That's
though.
what he's doing.
No, I'm gonna rhyme how.
Yeah.
I don't. If you don't read a book and understand symbolism, it's not my fault.
Yeah.
It's not.
You got to do it for you at the end of the day,
Yeah.
right?
But I did it like I did a whole metaphor on Dinner Malt Liquor. The song Umbra is about shadows, being in the shadows. Because people actually like, oh, it was something about like being in the limelight. I was like, actually, I'm a street dude first. So it's like I always like being in the shadows. So I was like, all right, let me take it to another level and make the whole thing about being in the shadow. The word umbra itself is a synonym for shadow.
Yeah.
I heard Prodigy wanted to put some of that shit in his rhymes too, right? Like
we was going to do a project called the Red and Green Pill.
Okay.
with P.
With P. The red pill was going to be the most violent thing you ever heard before in my life. The green side was going to be government conspiracies, scandals, and all that. We was going to talk about that.
Yeah.
I told a friend of mine that, and he was like, don't do it. He's like, I don't want to see them kill you.
Oh, man.
What happened to that?
When that Peep passed.
Okay.
Oh.
Because in his book, he talks about that. He talks about, like, because he had rhymes about the Illuminati and rhymes about that kind of shit. But
Illuminati,
it was,
my mind, soul, and my body.
But it was sprinkled, right? It wasn't concentrated. And he talks about that in the autobiography. He says that I wanted to educate people about what I was learning, because he was learning all this type of shit. But was always battling the fact that, well, you have to make a rap record, right?
Yeah.
But and think about the boldness to sprinkle that on an LL Cool J record, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's what I love about Prodigy. It's like there's no like, you know, I'm gonna give you it, but like, okay, L's getting me on his record. All right, like we got the streets, but like L's a different. You know what I mean? That's a different category. We can give you the Illuminati, want my mind, soul, and my body. Secret society, trying to keep their eye. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. P was different.
Yo, I'm just thinking though, it'd be crazy because like it's funny. I've been showing like Maloney like a lot of trip hop lately. So if you did this like shadow, like the thing about shadows, and you got like DJ Shadow or someone like that on it that makes trip hop.
But if you listen to the song, like one part of it, I said, I said, I'm a mercenary, a smart aleck of a writer like I'm Baldwin, but casting the voice of Mr. Orson. No one is going to understand that. Now, the mercenary. There's a character back in the days on TV. It was called the Shadow. And the Shadow was a mercenary. The person who played the Shadow was Alec Baldwin.
What about Mr. Orson?
We're going to get to that, right?
Okay.
Now, I said I'm a mercenary, a smart aleck of a writer like a Baldwin. Now, there's also a black writer named
James Baldwin.
James Baldwin.
Yeah.
So that's how you get the writer. But casting the voice of Mr. Orson. Before TV, there was a radio show called The Shadow. Who was the voice?
Mr.
Orson Welles.
Okay.
Dude, you gotta get Shadow to make a remix or something. If that could happen, you need to do that. That'd be crazy with lyrics like that. That'd be nuts. Just get a trip hop like production.
Like for real, like I've been listening to Illa G shit for over a decade, and there's layers to it. Like you know, I hear some shit and I'll be like, I don't know what that means, but I bet you it's deep. But like to hear you actually explain
breaking it down,
the depth of this shit, bro, it just gives me a whole nother level of appreciation to some of the stuff. And now I'm gonna be going back for the next few weeks, checking the catalog, like, yo, what does this shit mean? Yeah. I know there's a layer to that. I might hit you on IG, like, yo.
Yeah, a lot of simple things. It's just, I love, like, it's just like, that's how I really want to rhyme.
Yeah.
And no one, like, the shit that I'm saying with me and Planet Asia, I love him as a brother. Gotta go.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's good. We'll be all right.
Like, it's just, it's another, like, if, damn, I left my rap phone at home in the crib.
You left your rap phone.
Yeah, I have a rap phone. I named her Eva.
Okay, just to write rhymes?
Yeah.
Why keep a
just the
separate
lyrics
phone?
in it.
Because it's, I don't know, it just feels better on that phone.
Okay, fair enough.
EVA stands for Electric Verbal Abuse Holder.
Electric verbal abuse holder. Fucking A.
It's jokes. Yeah. It's a T9 too, so it takes way longer. It's like typing it.
All right, well, Illa, man, we appreciate your time, man, for real. And I mean, honestly, I've wanted to get you on the show for a long time. I actually inquired to you, I think maybe 3.5 years ago, but through email or so, and unfortunately never heard back. But I was super excited.
I'm
to have
so
you.
sorry about that. I probably did.
All good, bro.
I interviewed you probably around the same period of time, 3 years ago, maybe. You responded to me right away, so.
I don't know, man. I just sent an email.
Oh, that sucks. How does that make you feel?
Cold, eh? Cold. No. But I'm super happy and appreciative of your time and to be able to sit here with you tonight, man, and pick your brain.
Me as well.
Absolutely incredible, eye-opening, and honestly, like I already highly regarded you as an MC, and even just some of these conversations in the tail end of the interview have made me appreciate you as an MC levels beyond what I already did. So thank you for the enlightening conversation, man. And is there anything else you want to leave with the people before we end this off?
Go to my website. All my music, all my merch is on the website. illagh.net, ILLAGHEE.net. We got hoodies, hats, shirts, everything is on there. All my music is on my website. Go there.
My man.
Well, wait, one last thing though. Since you're selling the merch and you're all about symbolism, do you have like anything weird, like a triangle, like sewed in under the armpit?
Well, my logo is an atom with a gas mask.
Okay.
Which, I say it all the time. I'm the incredible mathematics of rap. Math is just the exact science. Yeah. So I'm just saying I'm the exact science of rap. That's dope. And gas mask is for the deadly lyrics. So that's where you get the logo.
That's sick.
Hey.
That's sick.
Illa, man. Thank you very much. and I'm excited and looking forward to seeing you rock on Thursday as well too.
Yes.
Illa G. Hey.